But
interesting.
there's no one better at basketball ever than LeBron. It's obvious.
My mentality, brother. We'll get to that later though.
How you doing, bro?
I'm better than ever, my brother.
Same.
It's a joyous occasion.
Right.
It's like Christmas for us. Triple H's legacy was on the line. And my nigga came through, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. He's that nigga. Yeah.
Give me a reaction, like just or how you feeling this morning and today. Is it still fresh in your mind? The emotion still heavy?
It's a little different than yesterday. Yesterday was such pure shock. I couldn't really fathom anything else. Like, what did I just see? I've been wanting to see this since I was 7 years old. I've been wanting to see this for 20 years, and I just saw it finally. But with that being said, today I've done a little bit more reflection. I think it was a half-assed PLE in general still. Like, if you watch the whole PLE in totality, about half of it is entertaining. Just my experience. So definitely John Cena shit was definitely crazy for sure. Couldn't believe it. But like how they did my boy Drew, didn't love it. I don't even like Damian Priest, and how they got rid of him was whack. Didn't love it at all. The women's chamber match was okay. Liv Morgan was terrific in it. Bianca's my favorite women's wrestler ever next to Charlotte. She wasn't that great in the match either. I know it was on purpose because she was like emotionally whatever. But then the Tiffy time, Nia, that was filler to me. KO versus Sammy was great, but still was like filler to me because like the build up just came out of nowhere, like literally like within the last month. Men's match, like I said, the ending was great. CM Punk's spots were all great, but everyone else, it just felt like I don't know, like it felt like Drew and Priest. Like, even Logan Paul, like why were they even in there? That's what it felt like to me. What about you?
Overall, if I'm counting the last segment as a match, I would say 4 out of the 5 things I was crazy about. Obviously, the filler match was, and for me, from an interest level, when I rewatch, I'm sure the actual graps will
they were good.
Reel me in more.
They were good,
but this was a big ass PLE. It felt massive. By the end, of course, we're deep in WrestleMania season at this point. So that's why my view of that one was off. But in short, all the returns, Jade, Randy, and The Rock, I suppose, all had me hyped. The matches were dope.
Mm-hmm.
And it just left me very excited where Royal Rumble, the ending, because I'm not big on the Jey Uso hype train. So it did leave a very strong reaction for me in a negative way. This one, I was kind of like negative, but also positive. Because like John Cena becoming heel is just crazy as fuck, and actually seeing it. So never mind, I wasn't gonna say negative or positive. I would just say a feeling of shock. We're actually here when I kind of ruled this out for so long.
This is our last chance. This is his last year.
Yeah, because we did our predictions.
Right.
We went very in depth.
Right.
And neither of us brought the possibility up when we were talking about it. So
it wasn't even in the ether for us to pull from. It wasn't even.
And we're weekly watchers because we overthink so much. We completely disregarded this.
Hey, Trips. Triple H, I truly apologize. All right, you out there cooking. You get SmackDown right, bruh. We're gonna be good.
He was talking shit in the press conference.
Yeah, he
was.
My
hat to bro. The Rock too. He mentioned the criticism of Bad Blood. They be chronically online, dog. They see everything, man.
Hey, I think that's a good thing. At least you're tapped in with your audience and how they were responding to the product.
Because we're not letting you off the hook for any storylines that you leaving on the board. You better not insult our intelligence. You
My
better
nigga, my
address what
nigga, if
goes.
that shit is ass, I'm gonna let you know. I don't know what else you want.
Hmm. So let's start from the beginning of the card and let's work our way down. The women's chamber, along with Naomi getting them beats.
Mm-hmm. So first off, my initial response, we were texting about it a little bit. I wasn't expecting it just because I don't know.
I
Maybe
was.
Triple H. You definitely were. Triple H was on my shit list. I don't know. I was like, bro, nigga ain't finna do the shit, but he definitely did. Like, and what's crazy is she got in the chamber too. So after she got in the chamber, I was like, oh yeah, nope, definitely not happening. And then right before the match started, I was like, dang,
What gave
okay.
it up when I texted you, it was because it was clear the last two were Liv and Naomi, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
in my head, Jade is coming out now.
mm,
It's not gonna be at the end of the match. Once I seen those two, just
definitely. The one thing I wanted, we talked about this too a little bit before we got on here, is I wanted Jade in the match, but what you said makes so much sense. She wasn't going to win, so obviously, and she wasn't going to go against Bianca. Like if she gets in that match, basically they have to fight each other.
they want to save that
Yeah,
for either a Mania or a SummerSlam,
SummerSlam. Yeah,
and I get it from a money perspective.
I could see, I could see. I don't know if this will happen or not, but I could see Bianca beating Rhea, and then Rhea. I mean, not excuse me, not Rhea, and then Jade and Bianca get into something that leads into SummerSlam. I could potentially see that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's something I could see happening relatively soon.
Mm, okay, I'm gonna work my way there. I'm just gonna talk about the match first, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
for
what I
sure.
think about. Obviously, Naomi getting wiped out, it kind of dilutes the chamber, sadly. But for storyline
Absolutely.
purposes, I get it. Now you're working with five. I've seen some people complaining about one wrestler in particular in this match. Can you guess who that was?
Off the top of my head, no.
The only person who I feel like didn't have a memorable spot, I wouldn't say there were any botches or
Oh,
anything.
Bailey.
Bailey, yeah. Even in the Fatal Four Way she had a couple weeks ago with Julia, Roxanne, and Cora, I seen a little of the critique. She's gonna have a banger match in a couple weeks because people playing with her name. We know what
Real
she's
quick,
capable
she
of.
hasn't had a banger in a minute. I do agree with them. Obviously, she's a goat, but recently, the
Yeah,
last 6 months since she lost the title, so
yeah,
those are valid points.
yeah. And with matches like these, sometimes it's who produces the match
Yeah, of course,
because
of course.
like we know what all these people are capable of. I don't know what the spots are. The only memorable spot I'm thinking of right now is that
Bailey to
braid.
belly.
I was gonna say that braid hit. Anytime Bianca uses the braid, you hear that shit and you
Yeah,
see the marks afterwards. That shit was very memorable. Alexa hit that Sister Abigail on somebody and it looked very clean.
her twisted bliss. I know it's regular, but it looked great to me too. I know it's regular, but I just love her. It looked so good.
Yeah. Um, when you see Bianca in these matches, you expecting her to KOD somebody off the pod or some wild shit.
Right.
You
I would
expecting
love.
somebody to
Listen,
get thrown through the glass.
I think women. This is a thought. I think women don't do as crazy spots as men because they're not as big. So like even like say Liv and Roxanne, if one of them were to throw one of them off the pod, whoever they're getting fucked up. They're just small people. It's just how it is. So I think if you have a match like Bianca and Rhea and Doudrop and Raquel, then we might see more spots like that because those are girls who can take those kind of bumps. You know what I'm saying?
Which made Raquel inclusion from last year very beneficial.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're right, because Bianca was the only powerhouse of the match.
Yeah, those girls. Those no disrespect, but those girls that they're not taking those
Yeah.
kind of bumps.
You're right. Yeah, Alexa, Roxanne, and Liv, no
They're
offense,
not
they
taking those
all
bumps.
very small. But when they're going against each other, like the
Looks
pop
great.
rocks and shit, the reversals, the
Mm-hmm.
chemistry that they going through, it does look very amazing. But that is the only one downfall. We have this big ass cage. You expect somebody to get fucked up. Obviously, Jade was fucked. You could just imagine
But that was
when she does an elimination chamber, yeah, she about to fuck somebody life up. And
those are the
that's
most
a
memorable
type.
spots of that match to me.
That's a
Her
match
slamming.
made. That's a match made for her. And she look. The only criticism I've had of Jade is that she's very strong, obviously, but she had looked stiff at times. I know this wasn't a
Yeah.
full match or anything, but she looked very comfortable. It would look seamless going from spot to spot, fucking Naomi up. Like,
That was actually the best I've seen Jade too. I agree. Now that I think about it, you're right. She was looking real comfortable.
Granted, doing a whole fire 10-minute match for Mania, which we expect her and Naomi to have, it's going to require great chemistry. Naomi has had great chemistry with a lot of wrestlers. Hopefully, this
She's
will be the
top tier.
banger. Hopefully,
She's
this will be
top
the
tier.
banger. That's all Jade needs. She needs a banger match. The only thing that I'm taking away following the Chamber win for Bianca is, are we booking Naomi as a cowardly heel, or is she gonna embrace that she did it, like get some protection? I'm wondering what direction they will go.
To touch on this Naomi thing real quick, I really, it's tough because I love the spot with Jade. Actually, like it was one of my favorite spots of the night, next to the John Cena shit. Like we all knew we were been waiting for Jade to come back. I was telling you the truth when I thought that I didn't think she was coming. But my point is, I wish that we could have got the reveal differently, so we have Naomi time to speak and watch her turn heel. We didn't she didn't feel like a heel whatsoever yesterday. Felt like obviously Jade was attacking her, but I don't know. Even though I knew what happened, I know Naomi's the killer. I mean, the attacker. I didn't feel like that way whatsoever.
Nah,
Like,
she
man,
died, so I get you.
bro, she slammed the cage into her neck. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, but no, but seriously though, I'm intrigued to see where they go, because obviously Naomi's going to need to get on the mic, or are they going to have her be off camera for a while because they stretchered her off? I'm wondering where they're going to go.
Actually, I just mentioned being a cowardly heel, and something just dawned on me. Jade is such a powerhouse that it would be far more believable if Naomi is a cowardly heel.
Has to
Because
be.
from a believability standpoint, you not step into Jade unless you built very
Bianca,
hub and shit.
Rhea.
Like Charlotte was
Mm-hmm.
bark because she tall as fuck and just looking at her eye to eye, like that
Mm-hmm.
shit don't affect me. But yeah, like the Rheas, the Raquels, the Nia Jacksons of the world.
Even Bianca.
Yeah, those are the ones where you're saying that shit don't phase them. With Naomi, is the fact that she had been not trying to take ownership of it. Her being a cowardly heel would be the way to go. Hopefully, you ditch the glow stuff, because
Oh,
that gives me
please.
baby face
Yeah.
vibe. I don't think you could do the heel shit in that form. I do also, one thing I want to compliment, the camera angles of Liv, no, 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 and it looked like she's about to hit Liv, and then goes up Naomi. That shit was shot in a masterful way. Bianca screaming and stuff,
And the spot of
her being right in front,
yeah, mm-hmm.
front row, like that shit was done beautifully. And for Bianca going forward, it does kind of get in the back of my mind thinking, how much will the Jade Naomi thing play a factor? Are you just gonna ignore it and focus completely on Rhea for the next month and a half? I don't know how they're gonna address that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's a great match that we want to have for sure.
And
It's just you're kind of attached to a big storyline that doesn't have anything to do with it.
In a perfect world, we get, so to touch on your Naomi thing, I think we definitely get cowardly heel. I think Naomi's about to get her Bailey run, where Bailey went from the hugger to the role model, and she was a heel. Naomi deserves that. She's where she's about to go crazy, I think. But on Bianca, what in a perfect world, maybe next week she has to deal with it or whatever. It's going to suck. She has a conversation with Jade Cargill, because if obviously it's Naomi, like unless Jade Cargill is the one turning heel and it's not Naomi and there's another plot twist, I'm thinking that Bianca Jade have a conversation. Jade's like, hey, look, I'm gonna handle this. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do it. You go get your gold, and I'm gonna handle this. So then Bianca could focus on Rhea. Even though that's small, I think that's a perfect way to do it. Like, obviously, Jade doesn't need any help with Naomi, um, just as what we were just talking about. So I hopefully that's how it goes.
Yeah, maybe Jay would say stay out of it.
Yeah,
This don't got nothing
something
to
like
do
that.
with you.
Right.
But I still would sense that Bianca would be upset with Naomi for
Yes.
tricking her. So I'm like, that part would have to be addressed in some manner. I just can't not thinking of what's going to be.
What I wanted was Bianca to turn heel, and we get heel Bianca versus face Rhea at WrestleMania. But with how Bianca was responding, I think that I don't know what you think about it, because
Oh,
even
you wanted her to be part of the attack.
her to turn heel with Naomi, because remember, when she came out of the pod, Jade was already gone, and Bianca still wanted to get out to check on Naomi, not to go talk to Jade, to check on Naomi. So maybe there is another layer to this that we're not seeing yet. Because you're right, she has to. If she's a face, she has to be affected by this. You're right. For like 2 or 3 weeks or something, that's your tag team partner. You won gold with both of them. You can't focus on Rhea because you're dealing with them fighting. I hope they don't go that route, though. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, that just books us into like a little bit of a situation, because say she was part of the plan to take out Jade and have her replace. Now it's like a looming shadow of Jade. She's gonna want payback on Bianca, but Bianca's in a big
Focus on Rhea.
WrestleMania match,
You're
so
right.
it makes shit kind of convoluted.
No, you're right.
Hopefully they'll set it up in a way where Jade tells Bianca to be neutral, but some type of interaction they have hints that they will have a few down the line.
Jade had more of the heel vibes than Naomi did during that attack. I'm just being frank. Like,
she got that look. She looks like she could be an amazing heel, bro.
She was pissed, which I get. Like, bro, imagine like her and Nia Jax. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, this is why I understand why, even though people say that Jay wasn't ready, she looks very believable with a lot of shit she does. And
she puts in a lot of work.
For
sure.
She already looked like Storm.
Right.
Conviction with it. And even she talks with a lot of conviction, no matter if she's face or heel. So
she's told us she's like, I'm that bitch and I know it. You ain't finna do shit about it. And I love that type of energy.
Yeah. But one last thing with the women. Rhea and Io tomorrow. I don't sense that it will be a triple threat situation, so I have Rhea winning clean tomorrow, and Io going back to the tag division as a consolation prize with Dakota versus Liv and Raquel. Where are you at with that title match tomorrow?
I'm about 75% your way. I think there's no world where Rhea loses to Io. I know Trips is feeling himself now. Maybe he'll pull some shit, but I just, if they're both faces, so no one's gonna. Damage Control is not gonna cheat, like, to help Io win. So there's no way that she wins, unfortunately. But I think you're right. She's probably gonna go into the mid card scene, tag title scene. What I would love for, though, is if we were to get. I know it's Ivy Nile right now instead. But I would love for Lyra Valkyria to get into like a little something with Io over March and the first half of April, and culminates in a WrestleMania match, Lyra versus Io for the U.S. title. That elevates the U.S. title and elevates Lyra. And Io's one of the most known women on the roster. Whatever she does, we're going to be tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
I actually had a different plan for Lyra's title reign in order to elevate the title.
Not Nile. As long as it's not Ivy Nile, let me hear it.
Not, they book American Made like losers. I gave up on anything Chad Gable related a long time ago. Since, even though this relies on a return, Becky dropped the NXT title to Lyra. She goes to a back and forth with Lyra. She takes the the Intercontinental title. The motivation for that beyond that would be it's new stipulations to be a Grand Slam
Yeah,
champion.
and I want it. Right.
So she would do that, and obviously the way she boosted people in NXT, she could do that with the mid card scene. Then have Roxanne take the title off of Becky at some point this year because I think they're gonna strap a rocket to Roxanne if she's on Raw, if the brand split even matters.
You're
But
so right. Because I was
yeah,
just thinking maybe Becky comes back fucking on Monday or soon, and as soon as she comes back, she beats Lyra for the title the night she comes back. I'm Becky. I don't give a fuck. And then Lyra chases Becky to get it at WrestleMania. Could be interesting. But
okay,
I like your
okay.
point too, though. Lyra's already had it for a while.
I'm like Becky needs something for Mania. If she comes back, that is, this is all relying on her returning like the next couple weeks.
I need Becky with the U.S. title, and I need Alexa with the. I mean, excuse me. I need Becky with the Intercontinental title, and I need Alexa with the U.S. title. That automatically elevates those titles. Like Chelsea Green is making it a joke. I feel like she hasn't even defended it.
She going
I
against
don't
Mi Chin again.
like. Come
Again,
on,
bro.
we've seen that shit for a year straight. Come on, Alexa, you lost. Hey, I need Alexa to get into that shit. She lost in the chamber. I need you to pull up to that match and talk some shit to Chelsea Green when she wins again and beats Michin. Like, let's get into that. That's something I want to see.
Speaking of women, let's move on to the filler match, man.
Oh, my goodness.
I was half-ass watching because I was at the party. So give me the spots that stood out. Was it good hoops? Let me know, man.
The Stratisfaction off the top rope was a dope spot for sure. It's extremely impressive watching
I love that
Trish.
move.
Yeah, just in general, what she does, like in general at her age, and in general, even if it wasn't at her age, she's very impressive. Stratisfaction is a great wrestling move in general. But just what she's able to do in the ring at her age is very fucking cool. Like she could be a CM Punk type full timer if she wanted to. Like that's how good she is. Tiffy's obviously great in the ring. Candice LeRae is one of the most underrated women WWE's ever seen. I don't know why she doesn't get a lot of shine. I think it's because she's small and doesn't have a great character. But Nia looked like the weak link in my opinion, and she was great too. So it's like, of course, it was good to decent graps, but who gives a fuck? Why is this on a PLE? As this is a match that has nothing to do with nothing. Like,
Could
literally.
you have excused it if Charlotte played a role in this match in any capacity?
Absolutely.
Why do you think they're booking it to a point where she's not intervening? I know she just comes in at the end of the match and be shitting on Tiffany. So her intervening would have been out of character for her, but I don't know what they could have done. Like
I can't tell you how Triple H can have such fire cooking with his main men's title scene, his main men's WWE title scene. Cody and now John and Punk and everybody wants a piece, and and then the women counterpart. You have the best woman ever to lace them up. You have a top 5 wrestler all time, men or women, to lace them up, Charlotte. And we're doing this weird thing with Trish and Nia. Why the fuck? Where is Charlotte at? Where is she? Why are we doing this? If you decided to bring her back, right, with these vignettes, what are they called? Vignettes and
vignettes.
Yeah, the vignettes before Royal Rumble, and then she came to Royal Rumble, won it. Obviously, you want her back to main event WrestleMania. So where the fuck is she? Why aren't we getting this program started? I truly don't understand.
So we had touched on this last time, and I'm just going to bring it up again after last episode of SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand giving her the title because Tiffany had a lot of momentum, her having money in the bank, yes. But turning this woman babyface just because she wins the title, making that the story, dude, her character, the way she had confidence is as a heel. She was getting all the cheers as a heel. You don't need to turn this woman full on babyface because all her promos as champion, I have not liked, man.
Well, to be fair, I don't think that was the plan originally. I think they wanted Charlotte to be the baby face, but the crowd was not fucking with it. So they were like, Tiffy's got to be the baby
Even
face.
thinking that is dumb as hell. Like that's
Yeah,
just dumb because how do you not have a pulse on how these two wrestlers are perceived at this point? You have more than enough sample size.
it was a bit surprising with what happened with Charlotte, just because she was gone for so long, and like I can't lie, I wasn't expecting everyone to boo her like that. I know she's been a heel, 99% of her career, but I wasn't expecting that. I can't lie. I thought how Randy was a heel all of his career, and now he's kind of a face. I thought maybe that's what Charlotte was going for, but it didn't work out, so they had to pivot. But hey, I didn't want Charlotte to win in the first place. So and she's my favorite of all time. I didn't want her to win the Rumble, but hey, here we are.
Yeah. Um so it just makes it hard for me to get fully behind this feud because
They better get it cracking on Saturday.
it's Trishy time. It's Tiffy time.
Like, what are we doing?
Come on, brother. Come on,
bro. I bet you the little girls watching at home don't even like that shit. Like, they're like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on?
Maximum cringe. You had sent me the clip, so this is the Tiffany we need. And the shit that just infuriates me when they do this shit. Somebody gets so much pop as a heel that they have to turn babyface a la Rhea Ripley.
That's that shit that you're saying.
Don't switch the character. They're already a babyface based on how they acting. You don't need to make them cornier.
No, that's
or
the shit
more
that you're
happy.
saying. That's the shit that you're saying. You're saying like they don't have a pulse on with the character. Like you're changing what they're cheering. They were cheering the heel acts. Now what they liked about the character is gone.
Yep. When John Cena when he was originally heel back in long time ago, crowd was fucking with him.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon says, "Yeah, let's make him a baby face," but goes too far into it. Nigga,
Super
calm the fuck down. They're already behind the nigga. You don't need to do all this.
Fucking superhero comic book level of babyface. It's crazy.
Just have Tiffy and Charlotte have shit talking offs. Yes,
right.
For a naked eye to somebody who doesn't watch the product, they will think they both evil and cocky. Right. That's a lot of boxing matches. That's a lot of UFC matches.
Charlotte
you can make a lot of bread off that. Yeah,
definitely.
And this coming off a year where we just had Rhea, who was a heel, getting way more pops than the babyface Becky Lynch.
Right.
Come the fuck on, y'all.
Right.
Be serious. But we can move on to the next match.
No. I just one more thing about Tiffy. I saw a video on YouTube on Twitter, and it was Tiffy doing a promo as the NXT Women's Champ. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, I'd never seen her more confident. Like she was like, yeah, da 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 da. I'm the champ. I don't give a fuck. Nothing. Da 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 da. It's me. You know what time it is? It's Tiffy time, bitch. Toodles. Like I was like, damn. Okay, yo. Like, where is that at?
That fire going. Even just the Toodles shit. But she would just say that hella snarky.
Yeah, that's way better than actually saying it. Like you mean it. Toodles. No, like it's definitely more like Toodles. Like bitch. Yeah, I hear you.
But yes, the unsanctioned / street fight / hardcore / extreme rules / no holds bar match.
No disqualifications.
Yeah, all that good shit. Before I even get to this match, Kevin Owens, you want this MVP trophy, man. I might get that nigga MVP trophy depending on how the rest of his year go on. Fucks for all his promos, whether it's in the car, outside Sami Zayn house, or in the ring. And this nigga then gave me 2 body on the line master classes.
Yeah.
Will do any spot.
Yeah.
Do anything for the love of the game. I fucks with him heavy, especially this year and this match in general.
Tails a goat. One of the
greatest. Sure. For sure, bro.
No questions asked.
Don't ever not have this nigga near the main event scene after this. Don't ever put this nigga with bullshit ever again.
Yeah, he's reproven himself since when he was last champ, like so ever so long ago. They had him in the mid card basically for a long time after that. He's shown that I'm one of the best. I'm main event status for sure.
How about Sammy's performance in this?
So here's my thing about Sammy. Since, and this is just my humble opinion, since KO and Sammy won the titles, and then Sammy went to Bloodline, and all that was great. Sammy beats Gunther out of nowhere for no reason. No fucking reason. Gunther did not need to lose that. Just for Sammy to lose it like a few weeks later or something, or like a month or two later to Braun Breaker. Like, I didn't understand that. Okay, so that happened. Boom. Now Sammy's doing basically nothing. Like a bunch of like he's like a main eventer who's never won a world title. And and I love Sammy, but he like what they're doing with him the last 6 months was nothing. Then he's helping out Roman and them during the War Games. That's cool. Then a bunch of nothing again, and then they had the weird thing where it was like KO told Sammy, "Hey, help me, and I'll scratch my back. I'll scratch yours." That was a perfect opportunity for Sammy to turn heel and become interesting again. No, instead Sammy comes out in the match and does nothing, and then we have the unsanctioned match, and we're thinking like we talked about before, Sammy's got to win this. KO's been bitching him every time they have the match. They had a one-on-one. It can't keep happening. Sammy loses again. I'm like, all right, bro. So Sammy is a mid-carder, and that's where he should go back to. He's great. He's obviously great in the ring. He's obviously very, very good on the mic. But he's like a Miz to me. A Miz in his prime.
Yeah, I know what you mean because yes, as a babyface, great move set, great matches, main event caliber. But when he comes out, there's just a hierarchy of pops, right? Think of all the babyface on the roster, like Cody, Jey Uso, CM Punk.
Seth Rollins.
Yes. Sammy is clearly under all these names.
Not even close. AJ Styles.
LA Knight.
Right.
It's a lot of
folks. Yeah.
Yeah. So to justify having this nigga holding the world title, you need a very compelling story to sink your teeth into.
And I'm not
going to use the word Barry, but
okay,
the hottest he ever was when they were in Montreal for Elimination Chamber 2 years ago, and he loses to Roman. Not saying you need that exact type of momentum, but it needs to be relative to that. He's not even close to that level of heat and demand where people are saying we want a world title reign from this.
We want Sammy. No one's saying that.
Yes, you need to do a lot. And honestly, in this current era of WWE where these world title reigns are very long, you're going to have a lot of niggas who don't have the world title. Like, who won't. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Very.
But he's had other big wins. He's had main event spots. So I'm not going to be.
He main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, whoa, it's Sammy. And even if you're saying turn him heel, there's a lot of top heels as well. That ain't a guarantee that they will win neither.
You look at a guy like The Miz and a guy like Kofi Kingston. Two guys that are very similar to Sammy in terms of their top tier in the ring, very great in the ring. They'll put on an A+ match. Top tier, very good on the mic. They can go bar for bar with the best of all time. The Miz was doing it with John Cena. Kofi Kingston had that momentum that you were talking about with Sammy times 20 with Kofi Mania. That's how they were forced to give him the title. The Miz, he had so much heat as the heel and one of the greatest IC title runs ever that they had to give him the title. We have like you said, a great storyline matched with all this heat that the Miz brings. Everyone hates the Miz. They had to give him the title. Didn't work out. He lost it. They tried again 10 years later. Didn't work out. He lost it. They realized he's a mid-carder. I think that's where it is for Sammy. And if you want Sammy to get to that main event like you're saying, I think there's a greater path as a heel than as a babyface. Like you said, we named 8 guys, and we probably can name a few more. And I think if Sammy turns heel, he could get that Miz heat because he's so good on the mic. If you remember, he was heel a few years ago, and everyone hated him.
Yeah. It's just you gotta do some real foul, sinister shit because like there's a lot of top baby phases. Now you now have heel Cena. We got Drew McIntyre. We got Kevin Owens. We have a lot of names. Gunther. It's a lot of big heavyweights in the heel realm. Hell, Logan Paul, even though I'm not crazy about the nigga, it's a lot of top heels who are gonna make their presence felt in that main event scene. That even if you turn Sammy Hill, it won't be a guarantee that the nigga touches a world title.
No, I don't think he touches the world title, heel or face. Sadly, I think Kofi was a very extreme case. I think the Miz again, he was so good that they had to put it on him. But I think he falls under those two guys, except he doesn't get his title. Like he's very good, but no one will ever think of him as a world champ.
Oh, Dom Mysterio too will be in that realm
No,
of
he's too
elite
young.
heels too.
He's too
But
young. He's
yeah,
got more time.
I don't mean like rule. I just mean top heels on the
Oh,
roster that he would
getting
have
getting
to
heat.
get more
Mm-hmm.
heat than to justify him having a world title reign.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
I'm not. I gotta see how reigns are going forward because I don't anticipate both world titles having super long ass reigns after this Mania. I'm not
I'm
saying these to
tired of
bounce
long
around
reigns.
hella times, but we can do multiple title changes in 1 year. You can have
Please.
three different champions in 1 year. We don't have to wait till Mania or SummerSlam for a title change. Not saying it needs to be at Raw or SmackDown, but god damn it, a Money in the Bank, a
Right.
fucking Clash at the Castle. Change the fucking title.
Royal Rumble, something.
Yes, yes. Understandably so, Cody Rhodes. He just took the title off the longest reigning champion in our lifetimes, so you can't take the title off him immediately. But
A
I think
year?
it's
A
yeah, a
year
year,
straight?
cool.
Come on.
But
That's a
Roman had
long
that bitch.
time.
Roman had that bitch like 3 4. So they're saying I can't have you take the shot because remember when Sammy took that title off of Gunther, he only had to ship it 3 months.
That's what I'm saying.
There
Yeah.
is no memory of what Gunther did for that title.
Yeah, you're right. I
I
think I
don't
think
feel
Sammy should
that
have had it a little longer. You're right. You're right. No, you're right.
all that luster gone.
For nothing. Yeah. You're
Braun
right.
Breaker is amazing, amazing guy.
He's
Thank
not
you.
in
That
any
nigga nothing to work
feuds. Yeah, that don't yeah. I can't fuck with that shit.
with. Yep. All right, we can go ahead to the
Wait,
main
wait, wait,
event.
wait. One more thing I did want to say is I do think when it comes to those title reigns, um, Gunther, The Miz, those are probably two of the best Intercontinental champions ever. I need some more consistency. I'm not going to go on a big tangent, but I feel like
Now go ahead.
we get a big title run like The Miz, for example. The Miz was probably he was the best mid card champion ever when I was a kid. No one else even comes close to me. After that, I can't remember. Like I remember Dolph won it. Like I remember Zack Ryder won it, but those just because those are my guys and I wanted them to win it. There was no memorable title reigns all the way up until Gunther, in my opinion. No, like crazy title runs. So I think you make a good point when you bring up how Roman was 3-4 years. Now Cody's for a year straight. We're gonna remember this title reign, this Cody title reign. I remember everything that happened. I will remember it. So I think you make a good point. If Sammy would have had the title for like 6 months after Gunther and had some more wins and stuff, those are good points, and those are things that we should keep in mind moving forward. I think very astute of you.
No, for sure. Salute is just the handoff to it to transfer that energy. You build all this
Right,
prestige. You can no longer treat this like something regular going
right,
forward, even though it won't have to match that exact ring. But
very
speaking
valid.
of Cody, this Elimination Chamber, the main event, give me your reaction to the match itself and obviously the main event that took place afterwards.
Well, off top, wasn't too fucking happy about my guy getting be the
Yoga,
first one
yeah.
eliminated, bro.
Yeah, your
God
corporate
damn it.
champion.
He was
Corporate
the
champion,
first
man.
one eliminated by fucking
Upper
Damian
roll.
Priest.
This nigga's worst enemy is the roll up pin.
I
Can't
honestly
stop it.
listen, bro. It's been 20 years Can we stop the roll up pin for a win against a 6'5"
I was hoping he would get
behemoth?
into this tangent.
Like, nigga, it's obvious as fuck that this nigga Drew
That
McIntyre will
bohemian.
kick out of the fucking bro. He did. He's not knocked out. He's nothing. I don't give a bro. You're telling me the most buff nigga on the fucking roster is not kicking out of a fucking roll up pin after he just hit a nigga with his fucking ultimate with his finisher? I mean, are you kidding me? All right, bro. Whatever, man. And it's like a slow 1, 2, 3. You're just laying there on your back.
Miles,
It's not fucking believable.
Miles, the roll up pin is to protect them.
He didn't take no tights. He didn't take no nothing. Protect him. I mean, what? It just makes you look not weak, I guess, but it does make you look fucking stupid.
Well,
like,
then you said, "Finna pin your ass,"
and he did.
Told you.
Hey, they be throwing my nigga Drew to the sharks, bro. This is bullshit. They're trying to make us remember Mania, bro. Last year, and this nigga Damian Priest ruined my fucking moment. This nigga Drew McIntyre had his dick in CM Punk's face, talking about, yeah, nigga, I got the fucking title, nigga, and I was feeling that shit, and I was like, why is this shit taking so? Why won't they go on to the next thing? And then Drew McIntyre, fucking Damian Priest comes out. Bro, so annoying.
Thank you. I have something I can slander Triple H with. What the fuck happened to Drew McIntyre's Bloodline Hunter story?
Gone. He doesn't give a fuck about that shit anymore, I guess. He's over it, I guess. He hates John Cena now. I don't get it.
Next in the match.
I don't get it. But, yeah, I don't fucking get it. Damian Priest, I don't understand why he was in the match other than to get Drew McIntyre out. And if that was the case, they should have given him a better spot. Here's what, real quick on the Drew thing. I think to go in with the Priest thing, if you're gonna do that, why not have Priest while Drew is looking at John Cena or whatever, grab that nigga and do the fucking Razor's Edge, and then do the South of Heaven, and then pin him. I like that more than the schoolboy roll up. And then Damian Priest actually did something before you kick him out because he caught a. How do you get out? He caught a go to sleep, right?
I thought he got eliminated by Logan, huh?
No, you're right. Yeah, Logan did 1, 2, 3, but I think he caught a go to sleep. I think because Logan didn't do his finisher. Logan has a new finisher. I forget what it's called. Logan didn't hit it.
Punk did go to sleep on Damian. That's a tall ass nigga.
I swore he did. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I definitely could be wrong. It was a long match, but yeah, I just because like it wasn't memorable. I don't remember, like he just all of a sudden he was eliminated right after Drew McIntyre. It was like okay, two of the biggest guys in the match are gone. Cena did great. I actually really liked what him and Punk were doing. It was like that was
chemistry just forever, bro.
That's my favorite part of the match. Like everyone was saying it online, like it's like it was yesterday, bro. Like slipping in and out, bro's grabbing the ankles, like bro. They went from the STFU into the bro. Shit,
yeah. Yeah, they be on the same speed. It just looks so smooth. And I know the critique when people will say it'd be so overused of moves where it doesn't look like a struggle. But with Punk and Cena, it always looks like they trying to get the upper hand on each other. So it makes shit look very wrestlers. Good. Yes, yeah. Sir. They ain't about to give you them flips and shit, but
no,
they gonna give you the shit that I like.
Listen. I want to say one thing. You brought up flips. Logan Paul, it's obvious now. Like the flash in the pan shock factor that he was so good coming out, that shit's gone. All right, you're a good wrestler, all right, for sure. There's plenty of good wrestlers in the WWE now. Nigga, we don't want you in the main title scene. It's not because I hate you like everyone else does. I'm just as a watcher, I would have loved for AJ Styles to get that spot because it would have just elevated the match even more, in my opinion. If you put AJ Styles into that spot, and obviously he's going to lose, so that's fine. We get more history. We get AJ Styles and John Cena, who was one of his biggest adversaries. AJ Styles versus CM Punk, which we've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like we will at least get a tease of that. Instead, we get Logan suck my dick, Paul.
Yeah, that was a fear I had with him moving from super part-time to full-time is that his deficiencies that we didn't point out will begin to show. And I mentioned this the last time we were talking when he had a feud with Ricochet. I was just thinking, damn, okay, Ricochet getting cooked by Logan. There ain't nothing Ricochet could do to get storylines at this point. Then if you can't cook with Logan, and I was just assuming Logan would be great
Me
on the
too.
mic, and then as time has gone on and on, he does a bunch of cheap heat,
Mm-hmm.
fuck the city sports team, don't boo me. Y'all gonna it just comes off as very generic. But
Mm-hmm.
when he does something creative, I give him points. I compliment him, bro, for coming out to John Cena song saying you can't see him, but you can see me. We need more of that.
Yeah.
But dude, if he was to go into a serious mic battle, and we saw it on SmackDown with any of them other niggas on the chamber, even with the
Brother, if you're this boring in the chamber, you're in for it.
because bro, nobody can mention a lot of the shit that Logan they got in trouble with.
CM Punk probably got in trouble for saying that, honestly.
What would he say? What did he say again on SmackDown?
Yeah, he said, brother, if you're this boring in the
Oh
chamber,
yeah,
we got a problem or something like that. I think he
yeah,
got in trouble for
because
that.
you can tell by the looks on their faces, they're like, "Nigga, hit me with something."
He said that because Logan was getting no pop.
Yeah, it's just you can tell it's awkward. He just can't stop talking,
Right.
and even with the restrictions that they have, I know all these niggas will cook him with eat. If he was to have a back and forth with Drew McIntyre, it
Oh
would be
no,
bad.
he
The
doesn't
back and
want
forth
that.
with Punk, with Cena, with bro, I
No,
don't think the nigga could hang with Damian at
he
face
only could
because
hang with Ricochet. He couldn't even hang with Dominic Mysterio. Dominic would cook him.
and looking back, Seth was holding back on the nigga when he was
Seth
going back and
Seth
forth with
could have
this.
cooked him if he wanted to cheat. Like he was told not to. Come on.
I don't even think he need to bring up the Japan shit or the Prime scamming shit to cook the nigga.
No, well
They could.
those are low hanging
That's
fruit.
that's too
Yeah,
easy. I was so,
come on.
bro. Going forward, they have maybe they need to get and find something for him to do. Maybe
Mid
not
card
have him in.
title.
Maybe not. He's too big for them to use him like that. I guess because he just had the U.S. title reign.
I don't give a fuck. To me, if you're
But
gonna be a full time performer now, like you say, you love this shit, this is what you're gonna do, then really do it, my nigga. You need to get better on the mic. It's facts. So what you need to do is go up against people who aren't as good on the mic. And all the top tier main eventers are the best niggas on the mic. So you're gonna get cooked. You need to go down and have some bows with Santos Escobar on the mic. It'll help you out. No disrespect to Santos. You know, he's obviously just not on the level of the guys we're talking about. Even a guy like AJ Styles, you don't want that beef. Come on, bro. Like
suggest a feud.
a great feud for him, honestly, would be like Chad Gable.
But heel on here. Give me a baby face that he could feud with.
Oh, you're right. Because Chad is a heel. Babyface Chad would have been perfect when he was with Otis. Would have been perfect
But
because
something
Chad
to
will
give the
make him
nigga
look good,
reps where he won't die.
and he'll
But
make you look good in the ring. Even though Logan's pretty good in the ring too, but like you have that, and you have a guy a guy like
maybe
I
it's
mean, our
because we
truth.
just mentioned, bro. But and they're both on Raw. Even though I think he's gonna go against Karrion Cross, Sami Zayn needs something to do. I don't know
Sammy
how
and
they will book
Logan
that.
would be really good actually. Like that would be the perfect opportunity for Logan. Actually, now that I think about it, Sammy would elevate him because Sammy's one of the best. Real quick, I feel like I bashed. We weren't bashing on Sammy. We were just being realistic. Sammy, you're top tier. One of my favorite. You're a terrific wrestler. Just saying. Yeah, so I think Sammy versus Logan actually would be fire. You're actually right.
Yeah, I think he wouldn't really destroy the nigga, even though he probably is capable of doing it. But
More than capable.
in ring wise, give him some reps.
Right.
Beyond that, there's no other baby face that's not in the main event scene is popping up to me on Raw at the moment for whatever reason.
Bring some guys up from NXT maybe. But I just think
Because
he needs more reps. You're right. He needs
yeah,
more mic work. He needs to be at these live events. He needs to come to NXT a time or two and like talk. You don't even have to get into a match, but you can you come to NXT and talk some shit. Just get your reps up. Create more of a character. You need to stop being yourself. Like that's the one thing I dislike the most. Logan Paul plays himself. Randy Orton, that's his real name. John Cena, that's their real name. Guess what? They still play characters. They don't play themselves.
Dude, hell, even though he's about to feud with Drew, I think Damian would be a good person for Logan to feud with, even though they're on different brands.
Definitely.
Somebody that could talk, he won't overkill you, but it's very convincing. They will have good back and forths and could have a great match. Somebody in that realm who's not going to be in a title feud, but he needs to step it up. I don't know if they're going to give this nigga like a stable or some bullshit. I don't freaking know, bro.
If Austin Theory doesn't turn, it would be cool to see him with Waller and in Theory if Austin doesn't turn face.
Austin Theory been trying to turn face for a year and a half. Enough. I don't know.
But Austin needs to get pushed to the moon. I don't understand why he's not getting the Jey Uso treatment. He's one of the best I've ever seen. His finish is so good. He's great. He needs to that A-Town down needs to be changed. Like that's a lame name, but he's one of the best. I think he's really good. He's done it with main eventers before. John Cena, Seth Rollins. He was a great U.S. champ. Actually, Theory was a great U.S. champ. I think Theory needs to get elevated, and Waller too. Waller's really good too. I don't understand why these guys have been around for a year.
Got shit to do. You gonna get in this tag team, nigga.
They're not even in the tag team division though. Like they had that fire segment on SmackDown with their tag teams, and like everyone was like hunting for the tag titles, and like it was the Profits. And it was the Motor City Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly, Los Lotharios. Like that was really entertaining. Aren't they on SmackDown? Isn't Waller and Theory on SmackDown?
They went to Raw.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, where the fuck were they at? So why aren't y'all up the War Raiders' ass? Why aren't y'all trying to get the gold? You guys are actually entertaining. Like we would actually want to see you guys as champs.
Why would they book the Raw tag division in a serious manner when they just now start taking the SmackDown tag division serious? I love that segment.
That was really good segment, actually.
Nigga, I don't even think Raw got enough tag teams.
That's because they don't
to do some illegal shit. Come on, bro.
Bro, I didn't even realize Theory and Waller were on there. Why aren't they having matches? I don't understand.
They are in NXT.
No disrespect to NXT. Like, come on, bro.
All the good mid-card niggas are in the IC title purgatory, which I think is just going to be a multi-man match at Mania. You got Penta, Ludwig, Pete Dunne, AJ Styles, Braun Breaker, Sheamus. 6 niggas who are just in this little bubble. Right. So
take AJ out, though, because my insider reports are telling me that we're going to be getting AJ versus Finn.
I'm about to say, nigga, if AJ ain't doing shit, put that nigga against Logan. He got the name, star power, and that's the type of nigga Logan need to be feuding with.
Bro, my insider reports are telling me it's going to be Finn versus AJ Styles for the first time ever at WrestleMania.
First time ever. They wrestled before. What you talking about?
You said what?
They wrestled before, though.
Nah, WWE, they haven't had matches against each other.
Yeah, they did.
When?
I forgot the name of the pay-per-view, but somebody had mentioned it under the comments. It was a match of them 2 niggas together. And besides, if Penn has a Mania match, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Dom with the way they booking that shit. I can see it.
Honestly, I'd be so down for Dom to win. I mean, Finn needs to go back to being a babyface. That's obvious. But he's ingrained with this Judgment Day shit, so I don't know what they're going to do with Finn. I think Finn might get left off the card, but I was seeing I was getting word that we could be getting AJ versus Finn, which would be hoops, whatever you want to call it. Them niggas would be going crazy.
That would be dope. It's just they already got this nigga saying, no, we don't need another member of Judgment Day, which I'm guessing Aleister Black. Wait, but his wife is on SmackDown. Never mind. I'm just assuming he's going to be on SmackDown because Selena's on SmackDown. So
bro, isn't it crazy that whenever Andrade is on SmackDown, Charlotte's not there? Shit's crazy.
I think he just got out of catering, by the way.
Who?
I think he just got out of catering, Andrade.
Jesus.
Don't put me back.
Yeah, right. He's
I'm
like,
going back.
He's like, I do good. I promise I'll do a fucking poison Ronda from the top onto the fucking floor. I don't care.
Man, and we were just talking about the tag division. Tell Tony Khan ho ass to release Ray Phoenix so
Yeah, we need that nigga.
Lucha Bros can save that tag division. Like,
Please.
please, bro. You didn't free Ricky and these other niggas. Stop playing, bro.
Hey, while you're at it, real quick, just give us Edge and Sasha back. I ain't playing. Real quick. Like, and I'll be happy.
Who?
You heard me, nigga. Edge and Sasha. I want them back. I want Edge better. Nigga,
you said Swerve and Sasha. Thank you. Yeah, Swerve and Sasha for sure.
Edge, if you don't finish your career at WWE, I'm going to be fucking mad. You're going to end your career at AEW? Are you serious? Bring your ass back to WWE. Stop playing.
He already ended his career with Sheamus, man. Didn't even let Sheamus get that win.
Bro, he needs to come. He needs to come back and put a couple of kids over.
He even put niggas over there.
I know. I don't know what he's doing.
Nigga, him and John Moxley is the world title match for Revolution. I'm like, there is no way you niggas are serious right now.
Oh, they're dead ass.
Now, I think he gonna take the title too, which makes me.
Yeah, he is. He hasn't been a world champion in a long time. He wants it. I'm not as mad in AEW. They ain't got no storylines anyways. Nigga, get your title. But in the WWE though,
but
I don't know.
Niggas gonna lose this shit to Christian, bro, right after. So that's why.
Anything pro Christian, I'm with that. Go. Yeah. No bullshit. Okay. Christian, Edge, fucking John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, Sasha Banks, Swerve Strickland. Y'all could come back. I know y'all don't. Hey, listen. This is not even me hating. I want y'all back because y'all are great. I know y'all do not like these empty ass arenas. I know y'all are used to filled fucking seats, especially Sasha and Edge. I know y'all are used to good storylines. I know y'all aren't liking these shits. Come on. To be a WWE student, like coming up from a WWE, working your way and then becoming a star at WWE, means you were there for 10, 15 years. Edge, Sasha Banks. I don't give a fuck what you say on TV, saying where AEWs are the real wrestlers are. I know you hate these storylines because they're shit. The only good storyline is the time was Tony Storm. That's the only good storyline I've ever seen on AEW. That's just me. Shout out to Tony Storm.
Swerve and Heyman. I love when.
Oh yeah. That was a good feud.
But yes, the critique for the last year. People who watch weekly television, it's just the same shit. Like people always praise their pay-per-views. I love their pay-per-view matches, but you really could go weeks without watching their weekly television.
And it won't matter.
Yeah. one day the nigga will listen and start writing that better. But just the urgency for it ain't there.
Just Dean Ambrose. Fuck everything. Just Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, please come back. I've been waiting for so long. We need you. We miss you. Please come back. Please. One more Shield reunion. Please.
Oh, thank you that you said Shield before we get off the chamber.
Yep.
Seth, Drew McIntyre won Hater of the Year last year, but Seth so far this year.
It's not even close.
The way he's doing that stomp with that level of hatred, had to tip my hat, dog.
Yeah, I love it. Looks so good.
Him looking outside from the cage while he CM Punk getting choked out.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that it will end up a triple threat? Because I was shocked that Roman did not make an appearance in this match. He has to be used for Mania. So what do you think will come of it? A triple threat with no title just feels wrong to me. But could you get on board with that?
No, you just hit it right on the head. A random triple threat, not for the title, is pointless. That's what
a grudge triple threat.
You niggas all three hate each other? What's happening?
Is there a reference for this? I know we just seen on Monday Night Raw was Penta versus Ludwig versus Pete Dunne. But you know, in the triple threat, one person pins one person, the other person doesn't get there to stop it. It's why it makes title triple threats or a triple threat for a number one contender thing hit different. When y'all fighting trying to hurt, when y'all trying to hurt each other, it just feels weird that you just taking a,
If I'm keeping it a bean in a perfect world, or my perfect world, Roman can take this WrestleMania off. He's been going hard at every single WrestleMania. We're at the point now where he has no storyline. Yes, you could do Seth versus Roman. I think that deserves a real build-up, though. Seth versus Punk has been built up for like they had the Raw WrestleMania or whatever. Like Punk, Seth just stopped Punk from winning the Chamber. I would love 1v1 Punk versus Seth. That's what I think would be great. I don't think Roman should be at WrestleMania not going for the title. So I would just rather have him not be there. Just being honest.
The only reason why I disagree with that last point slightly is because my dream match was him versus The Rock, and I don't imagine that would.
That's the
been for a
only
title.
thing I could see for no title. Definitely, I would love that with the for
or
no title.
if y'all put some type of stipulation, let's just say
Roman versus Seth is WrestleMania worthy, title or not, for sure. Definitely.
With this triple threat possibility, we're just assuming
Please
Roman returns, right?
Please no.
What if they were fighting for, I don't know, like rights to Paul Heyman as the wise man? Would that get you on board at all?
No, because why does Seth all of a sudden want rights to Paul Heyman? I don't see it. Obviously, Triple H can cook and make it happen, but I just don't see it. Like, as of right now, I don't see it. It would be a money match, obviously. It'd be the biggest triple threat ever at WrestleMania for nothing. For a title. Like, maybe the winner of this match gets a title opportunity against the winner of Gunther's match, or the winner of because Seth is on Raw too, and so is CM Punk, and Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. So yeah, I don't know.
Is it?
Roman's on SmackDown.
I ain't saying they on SmackDown many months, but technically, yeah.
If he was on Raw, then I'd be down. Like, maybe triple threat winner gets to go up against Gunther on the Raw after Mania. Because I don't see
Jey Uso.
He's not beating Gunther, bro.
He's beating Gunther, and you will like it.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I've already accepted it, bro. You gotta get rid of it.
Bro, he's not beating Gunther, bro. Come on.
He's not.
Well,
what would they be doing?
No, bro.
Still in denial. Wait, I do it the right way? Yeah,
that's the way. Yeah, he's not Seth Rollins, bro. I mean, he's not Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn puts on 20 times greater matches than Jey does.
That catchphrase merchant is the reason why CM Punk doesn't have his WrestleMania main event. So he better fucking win.
Hey, CM Punk should have won the Rumble, honestly. If we're being frank.
We could easily have Roman versus Seth. Everything would have been so simple. So now that we're here, fine.
I wanted Punk versus Gunther. I really did.
Fine, get it. They wrestled at a live event, and we didn't get to see that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. There's a meme about Gunther's live event matches have been better than his TV feuds. Man,
his match against Tozawa was the best match I've seen from him in a long time.
Matches. Who the fuck is producing his matches, bro? Shit's so goofy, man.
To me, it's like, why do you build up Gunther on the IC title run as such a beast, such a fucking unstoppable fucking train, and then his entire World Heavyweight Championship run, you just have him looking like a bitch. Like, it's just crazy.
It's just they booked themselves in the corner with two things. One, anything Saudi related is not canon in my eyes, anyways.
Oh no, I'm not even thinking about that.
Oh, but I was saying that crown jewel bullshit where one of the champions had to lose, and Gunther ended up being the one losing. Like, come on, bro. And then you follow that up with Damian Priest making him look like a bitch.
Yeah.
Nigga, he took this title off Damian Priest. Why the fuck is Damian Priest punking, bro? Get out my face, man.
I'm gonna be honest. He should have started slapping Damian Priest around. Look, man. I know that Gunther on a Raw a couple weeks ago or something like that, he told Jey Uso, I did that on purpose. I had you guys thinking that, nigga, shut up. I know, not actually Gunther. I'm talking about whoever is putting these shits together. We're not dumb, okay? We watched it happen. We watched Gunther like be the weird third wheel in the Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest feud, even though Gunther was the champ. Like that shit was hella weird to me. I don't understand it. And then Gunther beat Priest at SummerSlam with like some like iffy memes. I don't, bro. That's not the Gunther I want. I want Gunther. Bro, you're telling me Gunther is so good that he's a heel who wins without cheating, and then you just take all that away, and then what does that leave us? Nothing.
If anything that infuriates me, I think I mentioned this multiple times. He's one of the funniest niggas on the roster to me.
He's one of the what?
He's one of the funniest niggas on the roster to me. Maybe it's because his sense of humor is just very sarcastic and smug.
Yeah, it's terrific.
But bro, him coming out the crowd like Jey Uso,
oh, I was laughing my ass off.
Funny as fuck. Him like talking shit to Goldberg and Bret Hart. The way he even introduced the Zawa shit. This nigga is hilarious, bro. And
we need more of that,
fits his character. It really fits his character very well because he's not like goofy. He's just an asshole, and it just
he's such justified. An asshole that it's funny.
And it's justified because he really liked it. I understand the cockiness is so fire, but
I also find it weird that there's no more Imperium. He doesn't have his lackeys anymore. Like him and Ludwig don't even like really link up anymore, even though they still talk about Imperium to this day. Like the announcers still say Imperium, but he doesn't even do the Kunta anymore.
Do you think they should have replaced Giovanni with somebody else?
Absolutely.
Well, I think his next world title reign would be the real one, man.
You bring up. Sorry to cut you off. You bring up Ludwig Kaiser into the singles division for nothing. He's done nothing, and Ludwig is great, but I think him and Giovanni could have been a part of the tag team division. But keep going.
I've liked his work on the mid card, even though he hasn't won.
It's been great.
His little feuds, whether it's been with Pete Dunne now and Penta, but his back and forth with Sheamus and Braun Breaker, because he really be hooping. He be talking that shit. He's also hella funny.
Definitely.
So I like his work, but it's very clogged in that mid card division. So he ain't been able to capture nothing. But
that's why I think he needs to be on Gunther more. Because
respect him for being entertaining. Because even when he takes these L's, he still be getting consistent TV time, like Carmelo. Yep. They'll take hella L's, but they so entertaining.
Everyone loves him.
That you're gonna be on TV every week.
Right.
Now give me your thoughts on the real main event.
Okay, so first off, even a day later, more than 24 hours later, complete shock. Like when you talk about how like even though like we haven't brought this up, but I called you right before the Elimination Chamber started, and I was like, hey, bro, I don't know why we haven't talked about John Cena possibly turning. Even then, I didn't feel it, but it was just a thought. Like, oh, that's the only thing we didn't really talk about. Whole match happened. John was being extra. Like, he tried to shake CM Punk's hand twice. The first time they hugged and then they fought, and then he tried to shake his hand again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't really think much of it. But then my first hint was when right after that stomp on the steel steps to CM Punk, normal John Cena like maybe would have been like, what's going on, and waited for Punk to get up, and then they went at it. But that John Cena took advantage and then switched the STF from like his normal shit to like fully choking the nigga out. Like, I was like, that's a bit different for John, but I still didn't think anything of it. And then Cody says, "The fuck yourself, Rock," and Cena is all excited. Now I get it. He was all excited because he's like, cool. Cody said no, so now I get to be it. That's why he was excited, bro. But in our eyes, it looked like he was just happy because, you know, he's the good guy and Cody's like basically his like protege in terms of being the next man. Then they hug. And even then, when John had that like weird ass, like not weird, he's a great actor, that super serious face, I thought he just hated The Rock. That's why I said weird, because I was like, why is he looking at The Rock like that? Like, I know you don't like him, but like, why are you looking at him like that? And then even when he did this, I thought he was saying that to John Cena, like "fuck you, nigga, I'm gonna kill you," I just didn't fathom it when he went like this. I thought he was like John, I'm gonna kill you, nigga, and then John the kick. Only thing I didn't like is nigga Trav, bro, and you're one of my favorite artists of all time. Hey, bro, we don't punch the fucking talent in the face, man. Jesus Christ.
Man, he
Jesus
got
fucking
excited.
Christ.
Nigga was excited, a motherfucker, bro.
I get it, but come on, man.
Yeah, that was the polar bear in Arlington, Texas,
I didn't mind
bro.
him as much as everyone else until you punched Cody in the face. What the fuck?
Yeah, you know he's gonna make his presence felt in some way, but like you said, us not even pointing it out is just a testament to how brilliant this angle was produced. Because obviously, growing up in the 2000s, everybody wanted heel John Cena at some point, and he would not give it to us. And then you've heard in recent years where he spoke on the fact that he was supposed to turn heel around 2012,
Yep.
but he had to really commit to it. He was saying, "We're not gonna do no merch. I'm gonna change my theme song. No more of that shit. The
He said
Make
he
a
was gonna
Wish
wear tights, no more jorts. Yeah.
and that money cow was in jeopardy." And Vince said, "Nah."
And Vince is like, nigga, you make way too much cheese. What are you talking about?
And it's gotten to a point since he's been part time where we've now respected and appreciated him more
Yeah.
back based on what he did. Just made it so commendable that even when we wanted you to turn heel and turned on you, started booing you because you wouldn't turn heel, you still stayed true.
10
So
toes.
stay true, and to a point where all the fans ended up giving you love for the past couple of years. You're like, okay, we appreciate you, bro. Like, we are bad, we're tripping, we see it now, and it made it so surprising because we put it out of our minds that it was ever going to happen
You
going
know
into
what?
this farewell tour. Yeah.
You know what? The closest thing to me, and it just happens to be my second favorite wrestler of all time, was Roman Reigns. When he came back, I was confused. Like I was like, what is happening? Why? Like the wreck everyone and leave shirt was dope. Obviously, he was with Paul Heyman. He didn't seem like a real heel at first when he first came back. He wasn't the tribal chief. We didn't really know what was going on. I was just so confused, and that's exactly how I felt with Cody and John yesterday. Like, because the Roman was the John Cena after John left. Like, like the top guy, top babyface.
Very good parallels because people felt that both were forced
Yeah,
down throats,
right.
where we wanted both people to become heel. But the only difference is they ended up turning Roman heel,
Roman was doing it
where
in the prime of his career.
where Cena never did, and people ended up changing their tune about the nigga. And I mentioned the farewell tour. The fact that you announced the farewell tour, it's going to be his last year. You think in your right mind, nobody's about to boo John Cena. And you see the shirts they make in every city they've been in so far. Like the
Right.
last time is now. It made the swerve so brilliant to me because I'm thinking with the farewell tour, this stage in John's career, all the merch and stuff sell. They're gonna sell. He only has a couple months left in his career. I'm not thinking him turning heel was ever a possibility,
Not even
especially
slightly.
based off all. So it makes it so genius to me.
For sure.
And even when it was in our face, his press conference and Royal Rumble, we both acknowledged that it was out of character for him.
Mm-hmm.
Him announcing that he's, and we mentioned this, him announcing that he's putting himself in the chamber,
Him saying he's
that
best,
he's
what's
earned
best
it.
for business.
We've never heard him talk, and even still, we didn't even mention him turning heel.
Bro.
And bro,
Nigga came in, mic dropped at the press conference. I don't want to talk to you niggas.
at least Swerve, I see people talking about this might be top 3, top 5 heel turn all the time for sure. We're gonna talk about this moment years and years, bro. Very powerful shit.
Top
It's
3.
all on my For You pages. Obviously, I was a baby or not born yet when Hulk Hogan turned heel. So this will be that version, like in my lifetime, seeing this shit
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I just did the Rock thing.
Oh, like The Rock. Yep.
I did the Rock.
And that's and
The Rock is a
dude,
funny nigga.
even the nigga talking about his corporate champion, somebody who would stand up for him. John Cena always hit all those marks when we're talking about Drew or Punk being it
Right.
right in our faces.
Bro, I
And
literally, because now what's John gonna wear? I honestly love this. Like, I'm so happy that it wasn't a whole just like I said, a Kobe Bryant run. John Cena greatest hits, wearing fucking fruity pebble colored shirts and jorts and fucking the same shit forever. This is our last time we'll ever see John. I'm so glad we're getting a fresh, brand new version of him for his last year. Very excited. Cody's
Yet
losing, right? Obviously, I mean,
he better.
yeah.
Nigga, if they make dude, and also this puts
Cody's got no friends to help him either.
Yeah, he always make friends. But this does change the way I view things because when we're talking about the way they would book John Cena's last year, it was under the pretense that he would be babyface. So we were talking about his struggle to get the title. Now that struggle is not going to be the same way. I want him to win at Mania now.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not gonna be rooting for you to get this shit the whole year, and you just align with The Rock. You can't have this heel John Cena lose his first match with The Rock's help. No, bro.
No. At Mania, no, he's got to win and hold the title for like 4 months.
I'm not fucking rocking. Like, you can't fumble this type of heel energy. You just mentioned what he will wear. It might work either way, whether he go back to the Thugonomics shit. Somebody had mentioned this. Somebody mentioned instead of him wearing the apparel of that city, wear the rival team shit. So if he in,
that'll be fire,
nigga. Like if he in Baltimore, he wearing Steelers shit, nigga. That would be fire,
bro. You know what I want? I want Roman to take the title from John at SummerSlam, baby. Yes, sir. The Roman's like, I don't like the way you're doing this, Rock. Nigga, you got the title on this nigga instead of bringing it to the family. I told you this was about the family. You didn't give a fuck. You want John Cena to win the title. You want John Cena to be your champ. Fuck that, nigga. Me and Paul Heyman, we finna get it cracking, nigga. And then we get another Roman versus John Cena, or maybe that could be later on, like Bad Blood or something, like because maybe John has a longer title reign. But I want Roman to take it off of John. None of these niggas are WWE Championship worthy to me. I really think Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Roman Reigns. Right now, that's it to me. Maybe Seth Rollins for sure, but he's on Raw.
But now we got to think of a baby face. Yeah, maybe I'll be a baby face nigga now.
SmackDown.
But this is if this nigga even wins the fucking title. Because
I think John's gonna win. I would be very surprised if Cody beat John Cena at WrestleMania, his first time turning heel. That would just make the heel turn feel such like nothing, like pointless. This nigga turned heel, became the corporate champion to lose at Mania. Seems pointless.
Yeah, he better. But yeah, him being a heel, it makes it seem like he gotta be one of his big rivals, either Randy or Punk.
AJ Styles, maybe. But yes, Randy or Punk. I mean, he's got feuds with Roman and AJ Styles, but not like Randy and Punk. You're right.
Yeah, but them being the baby face versus heel John Cena puts a new wrinkle on it.
Would be so amazing.
This last thing I want to say, pray for whoever got to go against a heel John Cena on the mic, bro.
Oh my goodness,
nigga!
I can't wait.
Dead bodies, brother.
Yeah, he might be the best ever on the mic. Just in terms of straight cooking niggas, he might be the best ever.
Nigga, what he did to Solo and what he did to Austin Theory.
He said, we see you, homie. Just Solo. He said, only need half a voice. I'm like, this nigga is cooking right now. He said, Solo, we see you, homie. It's like, damn, nigga. I'm about to watch that right now. You just put me on.
10 toes down with the C Nation shit. 17 on the way, brother. Thugonomics shit bike. Thank you, good sir. We out of here.
You still